Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Donboxing, and I have for you in this very well packed twice bubble wrap packaging. Let me see if I can fly it out of here. We have the EPZ Q1 Pro. Yes, thank you EPZ for sending this over for review. I have not been asked to say anything positive or negative about it as usual. And this is, just the first unboxing. And this is already a relatively neat looking packaging. Standard black here, but I somehow like this metallic blue print with the stylized schematic. And let's cut this bad boy open. Yeah, this is a one dynamic driver unit, and I think it was 10 millimeters, if I'm not remembering. Yeah, liquid crystal polymer, if I remember correctly. PU, yeah, plus liquid crystal polymer, correct, yes. And as you can see, cardboard on the relatively thick side. I assume this is closed with a magnet. Yep, that stays closed nice here. The artist who makes his own headphones. Okay, interesting claim here. Oh, we also have some technical specification and the graph on the back. Nice. Like to see those. And here we can see the spec of it. Yep, 10 millimeter driver, 100 decibels of sensitivity at 32 ohms. And yeah, the graph here does look pretty nifty. It looks like it's a 300 hertz base shelf. I will need to measure this myself. And yeah, there's more schematics here. And let's open this bad boy up. So, oh, that's a neat presentation, I have to say. I like this printed sheet here. And then we get the actual IM in here. And this reminds me of some other IMs I've seen before from, I think, Tipsy or something like that. But they look pretty nifty, like for like 50 bucks. That looks pretty cool. Also, they were relatively thin. And they don't seem as big as I thought when I saw the pictures. And directly here you can see there is a pressure hole or tuning hole, and it looks like there's actually also some fabric inside, so protected from dust. And you have the L and R indicator here printed on and nicely visible. I don't see color indication, but also here black on white, very well indicated what side we have. Let's remove this out and take a quickly look on the other side as well. Yeah, this looks pretty damn cool, and this is this like aqua optics here, and it also looks unique on both sides, which I guess makes sense. I'm pretty sure this is poured in, and so it'll always look a bit different. And this here, yeah, does look neat, of this like pearl optics and yeah, aqua color. But let's take a look at the cable. Let me just push this a bit out. Okay, so I start from the top here. So this is the ear hook. Rubberization is not so springy. We check thickness here. Thickness is medium to thick, but it's all fine. There's a bit of a texture going around here, which I'm not the greatest fan of, I have to say. But here it doesn't feel too abrasive, so I need to try this out myself. And then we have the metal connector here, which is easy to grip. I like this texturing here, that is great useful. No color indicator, but nicely visible R print on here. And when we go lower, let me quickly unvelcro this here. Yep. To the chin slider and the two wires on top. Thickness is a bit more on the finished side here, but we've come such a long way from the blonde cables. Like, it gave me a bit of PTSD from the blonde cables, which kind of looked similar, but this here is definitively smoother than that. And the chin slider, don't think it will stay in place that well. Like, it just slides a bit too easy, as you can see here. Like, there isn't much friction going on. But sometimes I have the feeling that it does stick. So no, I correct myself. This is a bit too loose with chin slider. Then the same optics here with the splitter. So I mean same optics as the 2-pin connector here on the top. Same optics, so it matches that. Then at the bottom we have cables that I think are a bit thicker than the top cables. No, actually they could be the same. So yeah, so generally this is okay in terms of thickness. A bit thicker would obviously be nicer, but at this price point not much an issue. But I do like how smooth this cable immediately gets. Like, I haven't even stretched it, as you can see, and it's immediately smooth. That is great usability here. And then to the bottom, and what EPZ definitively got right here, again, this texturing, so you can just grip it easily and plug it in or plug it out. Very nice, I like to see that. Strain release though is a bit on the short side, like, and it's a bit hard, so that won't really release much strain. And I can also see the waving or twisting here is not done the greatest, as you can see at this part here. And then compared to this, where it's better. But at this price point, I think we're absolutely okay here. There isn't much to criticize. Let's quickly take a look at the other accessories, which says here storage box. Let me remove that and see what else we get. Open it. And is there anything else? No, it's empty. So we get a carrying pouch that reminds me of the tin audio products. There seems to be a sheet inside to keep it open. Oh no, that's the manual, okay. So you have the manual, the warranty card, and here the ear tips. And I have seen these ear tips before with, for instance, pen and audio stuff, and they're generally pretty decent. They're not the greatest, but for random silicone ear tips, these are definitively better fitting. What I do like about these is the actual the outlet here is a bit thicker, so give it a bit more like security in your ear without being too hard at the same time, so it doesn't get too uncomfortable. So this is, yeah, pretty standard ear tip, but one of the better ones. And let's quickly check. There should be one more thing inside here, I hope at least. Let's see. Yeah, it's in here. Because EPZ was very friendly and sent me also over their liquid silicone ear tip. Yes, I have liquid silicone here, and oh, actually I got all 3 sizes. Oh, EPZ, that's very nice of you. S would have been fine, thank you very much. I only need S, but thank you for sending over all 3 sizes. And I really like the liquid silicone ear tips that come, for instance, from SoftEars. Like really great, like one of my favorite tips out there. And when they had said me, hey, would you be interested in it? I was like, of course, very much so. Like, I love liquid silicone, send it over. And what I do already like much better than the liquid silicone tips from SoftEars, these come in a nice case. This is sturdy, this will keep your tips safe. And it has this flap at the front to open it, which I'm doing now. And then we see the liquid silicone. They look a bit different from the ones that I have. Give me a moment. So, sorry, I first had to find liquid silicone tips. This is the original liquid silicone tips from SoftEars. And you can see these. Maybe direct like them out so we can do an A-B comparison. They definitely have a bit bigger of an outlet. And the outlet is slightly more like funnel shaped. But other than that, this seems to be pretty close. Let me flip it around. And you can see material thickness wise, this is also relatively close, like both are on the medium side. Here the central cylinder is a bit bigger and a bit thicker, which could make this a bit better isolating. But let's check the top here. Yeah, also you can see here the top of this original liquid silicone is a bit more thick generally. And let me quick squish test. This one is definitively more squishy to me. And it is actually a bit shorter as well, so that might make it work a bit better for a few IMs with longer nozzles. And let me give it a squish test all around. It feels very similar squishy, and yeah, this one is definitively also sticky, as I said in my review. This here, it feels very similar. Let me quickly do a smell test. No smell whatsoever. That's expected of good silicone, but yeah, this seems to be very close to the original liquid silicone here. Said minus this one having a bit thicker outlet, this one a bit thinner, and this while also being a bit squishier due to that. But I will see how these work, and thank you very much, SoftEars, for sending these over. I'm very curious about the tips and about the IM. And yeah, that's it, the quick unboxing here. Don't think I will do first impressions because, yeah, I'm also a bit busy at the moment, so sorry for that. But if you have any questions, criticisms, or recommendations for anything, just leave a comment. Donspektor.